So in 0.3, Fauna was arguably one of the most unique of the original 11 playable characters. Her archetype was built around turning healing into DPS with her Guardian trees, and while a healing-oriented kit does box you into a specific build, usually Nurse's Horns in the old days or Beetle plus Jinkisakan in the modern day, it worked very well, and pretty much every healer character afterward has had their own spin on the archetype. Sora with her damage scaling on healing potency rather than frequency, Mel with her ability to convert food heals into lifesteal and then damage, and Choco with her crit-based healing. So Choco's weapon, Love Needle, shoots a giant needle in front of her. At max level, she'll shoot 3 of them, and if a target gets hit by the tip, they'll take 1.5 times the amount of damage, as indicated by the slashes. If she deals a critical hit with her needles, those crits will have a chance of healing Choco. The weapon is fairly strong, and despite its lower rate of fire and short range, it's actually a multi-shot weapon, meaning that the projectile up stamp is arguably the best stamp to go with it, as she can go from shooting 3 needles to 5 needles. I would also recommend the crit up stamp, as that will increase her healing from her weapon. Choco's first skill, Chocoto Cooking, makes enemies drop cooking supplies, and if she picks up 10 of them, she heals and gains a boost to her crit damage, up to 60%. Note that it increases her crit damage and not her crit chance, because this will be relevant later. Her most important skill, Nurse, makes it so that whenever Choco receives healing of any kind, that bit of healing has a chance of becoming a crit heal, healing for twice the normal amount, and whenever she triggers a crit heal, she'll deal a huge burst of crit damage to all enemies within 200 pixels of her, meaning it gets boosted by her cooking. The chance of Choco receiving a crit heal is based on Choco's critical chance. This means increasing the crit chance makes proccing Nurse more likely, which makes boosting her crit chance vital to maximizing her skill's potential. Her last skill, Demon Whisper, makes it so that whenever Choco lands a crit, there's a chance for said enemy to become charmed, and they will fight other enemies for 8 seconds. Their speed becomes Choco's speed, and their damage becomes Choco's damage plus 10% of their original damage. She can have up to 15 of these dudes running around, and they can't hurt her either, making it one way to avoid damage. Choco's special attack, S.Dynamite Body, yes, that's really the skill's name, reduces the damage and defense of all enemies, and makes Choco pulse out hearts that grow bigger over the course of 8 seconds. If a heart hits an enemy, it will have a chance of charming the enemy. Personally, I feel that the special rarely has a chance to become relevant because dealing damage via crit heals is just more effective. The skill is at its best when it is used to debuff bosses. So it should be clear that the main way Choco deals damage is through her Nurse skill, making Beetle an automatic pick, as it should be with any healer character at this point. As to how to proc the skill, you have 2 options. The first is to get so much healing that at some point one of the healing procs will become a crit heal. Choco's DPS output is based on how frequently she crit heals, so it doesn't matter if the healing is a small proc or not. As such, an item that outputs small but quick heals, like Nurse's Horn, is a good option for rapid healing. If you're going for Jinkisakan as your super collab though, I'd advise against Nurse's Horn, as Jinkisakan pretty much out-heals everything and will turn it into a bricked item. The other option, if you aren't intending to go for the full heal route, is boosting her crit chance to the point that every heal will become a crit heal no matter what. This will synergize with everything quite well, as not only will it boost her chance of getting crit heals, it will also boost her chance of getting both heals from her starting weapon and charming enemies with Demon Whisper. GWS Pill is a decent pick for this route, and if you pick Sake, then the Super Collab Snow Queen is also an effective option as well. If you intend to rely on crits to boost her DPS as well, then I would also recommend Hope Soda, as not only boosting the damage of her weapons, but it will also boost the damage of Nurse, as Nurse does guaranteed crit damage. Though, no matter which path you choose for her though, you should always avoid Gorilla's Paw. So that's Choco. Thanks for watching. Please let me know who you would like to see next. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for future videos, and happy holocuring.